Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Aligned and Soulful Success, where I dive into topics that are designed to support empathic, conscious, sensitive entrepreneurs to achieve their desired level of success with profitable and purposeful businesses aligned with their soul. This week, I am talking about how you pick what you need in your business. Where is the next place that you are planning or thinking about investing for your business? And last week I did discuss about really diving into and how you figure out what you actually need. So if you haven't listened to that episode, I'll have a link in the show notes. You can listen to that first, right? And so with that information, this week I want to differentiate between the idea of more learning and training, whether you need to invest in coaching or if it's actually the action. So think about what you actually need in your business. What is it that you need? Do you need support? Then naturally, then it's coaching. If there's a skill that you need to learn, you might think that automatically I need to take a course, but that may not be the case. So you just really, first start with what it is that you want. And I'm going to really talk more about the main differences between those at a deeper level because I think intuitively or just logically the main differences between them, right? Coaching is someone supporting you, giving you accountability. Where learning is I'm learning a new skill, right? And then the action is actually taking action. Okay. So once you know what you need, I want to talk about the way that you probably are learning already in your business. And if that's not what you need, I'm going to ask you to pause that for now and focus on receiving coaching. And if you're receiving coaching and there are some skills that are missing, you can think about the way that I talk about learning. And then most likely, what I see with most empathic entrepreneurs is that the action part shows up in two ways. It shows up I need this to be done and fill in the blank before I can take action, or it shows up with doing a lot of things, right? Um, and just kind of haphazard, not really having a method or a plan. Okay, so those are the two ways that I've seen it mainly show up with taking action. And so when you take action with either those two ways, you're most likely not getting the results that you would desire. Okay. So once you know what you need in your business and what your desire is, what you want to create in your business, if you're looking at learning. So let's say so far you're thinking learning, that's where I need to go. So I will say that for a lot of us, learning is our comfort zone, right? We love learning new things. I know I will. I am constantly learning new things, listening to things so I can learn and be better as a coach, learns coaching skills, learning marketing skills. What are the latest things? Listening to podcasts, audiobooks, masterclasses, trainings, like you name it, right? We can overdo this though, because this is fun and comfortable and it feels like we're working. Okay. So ask yourself, how much time do you spend in learning right now? And are you focusing on learning the things that you actually need? So are you just gathering information by doing searches online? Maybe you're on YouTube and you're looking up videos and how-tos, right? Or you're joining a bunch of people's lists and getting free stuff. I know people join my list all the time and then unsubscribe because they just want one of the free guides I have. And so, thinking that that's going to be enough. Um, it feels like you're doing a lot of work. It feels like you're working out of time. So it actually gives some self validation for a lot of people to be in the learning mode. Okay, you might be taking a lot of free classes, free webinars, free master classes. Um, those are just some of the ways that you may learn, right? And then the other way, then usually is not free, is to invest in more training. Okay. So if you're a coach, maybe you're doing more skills as a coach. If you're in, another service-based business, you're learning skills that has to do with that service-based business, right? So if you're in a bookkeeper, if you're a virtual assistant, if you're a tutor, if you have a tutoring business, whatever that is, you're learning the actual craft. Okay, so you're improving the craft. And so that a lot of times we go there when we don't feel confident, and we think that if I learn more skills, then I will feel more confident. Okay. And so that is not necessarily true. I'm not saying there's no value in investing in more training. I'm always investing in training. It's just really important to ask yourself what you actually need, what your goals are for the next 6 months, for the next quarter, for the next year, and focus your energy to achieve those goals, right? And to stay on track. Don't get distracted, right? So because the learning is the first thing that happens when people are stressed. So oftentimes I'll hear from entrepreneurs that they're not reaching their goals, their income is going down, and what they do is like, well, think about what they need to do and they think they just need to learn more. Right? That may be the case. Most likely though, that is not the reason that you're not reaching your goals. Okay, it's time to really look at what's happening, how you're spending your time in your business, whether it's the emotional, mental energy, or actually the physical, actually taking action energy, and be honest with yourself. Do you really think that it's the skills that you need? Do you really think you need to learn a new marketing strategy? Or do you need to be consistently implementing a strategy that you have chosen? So really go and ask yourself that question. Be honest with yourself, right? Um, so I know I'm very transparent about this and other things, but the idea that's my coping. I recognize that because that's what I do. When I'm stressed, I'm like, okay, I just need to learn more. And I'll go into information gathering, do some research. And actually there's so much value to that, but it's only to a certain point, right? So there's a point where you've reached enough gathering of information and now it's time to take action. So if you're kind of stuck with taking action or you feel like you're taking a lot of action and then not receiving your results, that's where coaching comes in, right? So a good coach is going to support you in reaching your desires and goals and also making sure that those desires and goals are your actual desires and goals and they're not based on what you think what others have told you that you need to be happy. Okay, a a coach will really be able to ask you the right questions, to use their intuition to kind of guide you to those answers of what you actually need, and then will help you with how you can implement them, right? So listen, no coach can tell you they know everything about everything, right? I send my clients, if there's a thing that they need to learn, right, based on what's happening in our sessions, I will send them to different courses or trainings or whatever that will help them with that aspect if they need it. Okay. Most of the time, that's not the case. Most of the time, it has to do with hiding in a energetic way, right? Or overworking and they're burnt out. So they really actually don't want more clients. Part of them doesn't want more clients and part of them does, right? And so most of the time, that is what's happening. It's not that they actually need to learn more. Okay. A good coach will also help you work at the deeper layers, right, with your subconscious mind. Because consciously, you might be saying, I have the goals. I know I really want these things. I'm taking the action and I'm not reaching my goals. And we need to look at your subconscious mind because there's most likely some conditioning that you don't realize is impacting your results. So we can dive into the subconscious mind, see what those are, recognize them, work through the emotion that comes up as you uncover these pieces of conditioning from your subconscious mind and work through that discomfort and be able to then move forward towards your desires and goals. So now you could see, right, just for a moment, let's pause and think about this, right? If it is truly your conditioning that's stopping you from achieving your desires and goals, then learning more, taking another course, taking more training, and learning another marketing skill is not going to help you much until you get to the root cause, right? Until you really see what's going on. Okay. So if you are consistently taking action and not getting the results, then this is where you need to invest. And you need to invest with a coach that knows the subconscious mind, that works with the subconscious mind. Okay. So I work with the subconscious mind in my practice using Carl Jung and the training I have. I'm a master certified Jungian coach. And I use shadow work, dream work, and other strategies to help you uncover what's in your own subconscious mind. Okay. And so that you can move forward past that. And so then we talked about learning, right? We talked about coaching. And what about action? Okay. So then if you actually are in a place where you think that you need to achieve this, fill in the blank before you can take action. So I need to be really clear about my niche before I can coach people. I need to have, you know, 50 hours of practice, running my business, tutoring before I can actually charge people. Okay. So, whatever you're filling that blank in for your business, I want you to pause and really think about that, right? Is that actually true? Or are you telling yourself that because there's a fear underneath there? And a lot of times the clarity is going to come through the action. So when I work with someone on uncovering their niche, I have my niche framework that I use. And then there's an aspect of that that becomes clear as they work with people, as they talk to people, as they actually take action. All right. So if we just sat and talked and did coaching sessions and they didn't actually take action, yeah, they would have clarity. But the real clarity comes from a combination of the internal work, the focus, the working on your mind, and the action, right? So, where are you? Be honest with yourself. Take an honest assessment of how you're spending your time, what you actually need in your business, and think about, do you actually need to learn something? Is it actually true that you need to learn something? Or do you need a coach? Do you need to invest in coaching to support you in moving to your next level? Because you're tired, you're burnt out, you've been taking all these steps and not achieving your goals? Or are you kind of hiding, right? Energetically hiding and not really taking action? Then maybe it's time to start taking some action steps. And that kind of overlaps a little bit with coaching because sometimes we need a coach to help us move forward and take that action. Okay. And so if you're thinking right now that I think I need some action, I need some coaching. Okay. Well, I have a special offer that I'm only offering for now. That may change, but I usually don't do this. I am offering a uh 190-minute session. Okay. It involves some pre-work. If you choose to do the session, you will get a questionnaire so I can prepare for that 90 minutes so we can dive into what is going on in your business and create a plan for you for the next quarter. Okay. And so, in order for me to do that, I need that pre work done. In the call, we really work through what's happening and what you need support with, and, where are kind of the sticky points in your business. And we lay out a plan for you moving forward. So if you're really not in a place right now where you want to invest in a long-term coaching relationship, this might be what you need right now. And I'd love to help you. Really want to help as many of you as possible. So I'm going to have the link to sign up for that session. I usually work with people long term, so this is kind of a unique thing that I'm offering right now. And so if that's something that you're interested in, and if you have questions, you can always contact me. You can email me and say, you know what, I'm interested in that, but I'm wondering this. Just email me. I'll answer. I'll answer your questions. Okay. My email address, my contact information will also be in the show notes. So really look at if you need to learn more, you need coaching, or you need to take action. And take some steps to move forward in your business. Sometimes people use the summer as a kind of excuse to not move forward in their business. If you've already started and you're moving momentum, I'm not telling you don't live your life and don't have fun this summer. Just decide how much you want to work and focus and keep moving, right? Because then otherwise what happens is the fall will come and you have to kind of catch up again, right? So, it's a great time to focus on like one or two really focused marketing strategies that can prepare you for something that you're going to implement in the fall, right? Um, but I don't know where you are in your business, so I can't tell you what that is. So I'd love to support you. In the meantime, take good care. This is Kavita with Aligned and Soulful Success. Talk to you next week. Bye.